Hello, I'm going to replace the sand on this sand filter for swimming pool here. I don't open it yet, but I'm gonna replace the sand first, then I'm gonna open the pool.
Papa and me, Daddy.
So you need to unbolt this and another bolt here. You need to take this out, then you can lift this whole thing up. Then there's a little long tube that looks like this, but long. You need to cover with the tape, making sure sand doesn't go inside there. So I'm gonna do that first, and I'm gonna continue the video. So I unbolt this other side too. I took that black thing off. Then I'm gonna lift this up. So if you move it back and forth, then cover it right off. Okay. Turn the side. So this is inside of the sand filter. I'm talking about this tube. So this tube has to be clean. Only water goes inside. So I'm gonna cover this with the tape. I'm gonna show you. So I use the tape to cover it, but make sure use multiple layers of tape to making sure sand doesn't go inside. So let me do that first, and we're gonna start taking off this sand because it probably, let me touch it, it's really rock solid because I haven't put the water inside since closing the pool time in the late fall. So I'm gonna just lay down like this, then break the sand up, and after breaking up the sand a little bit, I'm gonna take this tube off because at the bottom it looks like a flower of the black stuff, black pieces that are filtering the system. So let me tape this some more, and let me show you how to take the sand off. So I lifted this up a little bit and lay on here because I laid a little bit. I don't know, you can see inside of the sand here, sand filter. Now it's more sand is broke up a little bit, break down and fall into this side. So I can move this leverage like you see moving. Now I can take this out, but I'm gonna take out a little bit more sand so it's easier to take it out. Don't force it to outside because it's gonna break. I don't think it's gonna break, but I hope it doesn't break. So I'm gonna do that first. So moving back and forth like this, so I'm losing the sand inside since I'm doing it by one hand. So I use the one block there so it doesn't roll up to me. So I'm gonna like this and move it back and forth. I put the sand a little bit falling down here. Now is more sand is broke up. So you have to take out this sand to the outside, but since I used that, I haven't replaced my sand for 3 years. Life of a sand filter is between 3 to 5 years, depends on how much you use for the filtering the system. But I think it's good practice to replace every 3 years, I think. So I'm gonna use this garbage bag to put the sand inside. So I'm gonna lay up like this. You don't have to, but I'm gonna wear plastic glove to take out the sand as much as possible. Then once sand is over half of the sand goes here, then I can easily lift this up and pour more sand inside the garbage bag. Then I'm gonna show you how it looks after that. So let me take this sand out, then I show you how to replace the new sand, which is 3 bags right there. Then replace this tube inside again. So let me do that first. Now I took out most of the sand. Now I'm gonna take out this filtering system. Let me take it out and show you. So this was inside of the filter, so you can go like this and up. So once I clean this up, put that back inside of the sand filter and like this, or go downside, then put the new sand inside. So I'm gonna put like this and put on the side. I'm gonna empty out the leftover sand inside the filter. Just clean it like this. So making sure no sand whatsoever. Kind of like this. So pretty much common sense. So this thing is blocking all the sand, and water enters, then water flows here, then going back to the pool. So this is what blocking all the dirt and all the particles from the swimming pool. So water is keep flowing and cycle, and this is because sand blocks all the dirt stuff. So this filter takes 150 pounds of sand. Don't put more, don't put less. So try to fill the exact same amount of the sand that it requires. If you put a little bit less, sand is gonna go inside of the pool. That's what happened to me. So I had difficulty cleaning this inside of the pool. So don't make same mistake as me. Put 150. So I need to put these 3 bags inside. So now, since I cleaned this up, this is all lifted up to the upside. If I put this like down, then it doesn't go in. So you put this up, then once it's inside, then put the black plastic down, then print the center like this as much as possible. Then start pouring this sand inside of here. That's why we tape this, make sure sand doesn't go inside. So I'm gonna do that. Then once I fill the all 150 pounds, then I'm gonna close the controller here. So you see the sand inside here? Now you see it. So I put the 50. So I'm gonna put 2 more bags into here. It's a good idea to fill a little bit of water. If you dump the all sand at the once here, then because weight of the sand, it might damage the black pieces bottom there. So it is good idea to have a little bit of water down there, so sand hits the water instead of the black thing, so it's gonna avoid the damage to the black pieces. But I didn't do it. I just use this little bucket to put the sand and just pour it like this a little bit, so not to damage the black plastic pieces. So once I don't see the black pieces because it's covered by sand. Now I can dump down the rest of the 2 bags into here, so which I'm going to do once it is filled. Then like I mentioned, I'm going to install that controller into here. Then pretty much it's done. Then you connect all the hoses with a pump. Then don't do the regular filtering system. Do the backwash first, because you have to fill it with the water inside. Then make sure it's clean it and rinse first before filtering system goes into pull. Today I'm just going to do the installing the controller bag and done with the video, and next time I'm gonna show the opening the pull and backwashing it, everything together. So I dumped the all 150 pounds of the sand inside the sand filter. Now is time to take this tape off and start inserting the controller. So it's pretty much it's common sense. So I'm not gonna show you a video. So it's basically reverse order of what I just showed to take off at the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna put this back in. I insert this back and put the bolt back in, making sure it doesn't go anywhere. Making sure you tight very good. Otherwise, water is gonna leak from area here. But once you tighten really good, then you shouldn't have any leak. So this is a really common sense to how to replace sand filter. You just take our old sand out, clean it, and insert that long tube back in, and you dump the new sand, making sure that the black pieces don't get damaged. Then you replace the controller back inside, and pretty much it's done. Then you hook up your hose to the pump, back to the skimmer, a basket, return line. Then pretty much you're done for the swimming pool. So like I mentioned, I post up the opening the pool later. Then you're ready for the summer. Thanks for watching.